Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are doing the full EZA FRIEZA team. We did the full Goku team yesterday, and I did say in that video that if we got the video to 100 likes, we would do the FRIEZA version, and so yeah, congratulations, you guys did it. So here is the FRIEZA version, so very similar to the Goku one. We are just running a team that is entirely made up of Friezas that have an EZA, just like the Goku team where we also bought the Prime Battle EZA Goku. We have the Prime Battle EZA Frieza here. Obviously double TEQ Frieza leads, so we have a 130% leader skill across the board. We have the INT Final Form Frieza here. We decided for this one we're taking on the Goku family stage of Infinite Dragon Ball history, because obviously this guy gets his tanking and a bit of support for the rest of the team as well when you're fighting a Goku family enemy. So it makes sense to do this one. The Frieza, there wasn't as much variation to pick from with the EZA units. Obviously one noticeable one, I guess, that's missing that people can probably pick out straight away is the physical second form Frieza, but I mean he's like an AoE unit. He can be useful for things like Super Battle Road, but in a long form event that, you know, obviously starts to get a little bit more difficult towards the end, he's not necessarily the best unit. Although to be fair, same could be said of the physical full power Frieza that we got here. I wanted to try and bring as many differently named Friezas as I could, even though we obviously don't have to because of the same name update now, but I didn't want to have too many that are basically just the same, because we've got both the golden Friezas on the team, and then of course the TEQ transforming Frieza starts off as being first form Frieza, same as the Prime Battle LR, but as soon as we get to the second turn onwards, obviously that changes, so that's fine. We don't have to worry too much about the link conflicts there, because obviously they can't link together. But yeah, Frieza, every time we transform, of course, at the start of every turn we get a bit of healing, which is nice. Frieza has the healing instead of Goku's damage reduction. So, technically, I guess, Frieza is not quite as good defensively, even though, just like the Goku, his defense is able to hit some pretty ridiculous numbers. So, we don't have to worry about him in that respect. But it's kind of like I feel like it's a good trade-off. His defense isn't as good, so he potentially takes a little bit more damage, but then he's healing you at the start of the turn. So obviously on a setup like this, where we're running double transforming Friezas, we are getting a significant amount of free healing without having to do anything. Just literally from the start of each turn. So we probably will try and get one of them onto both rotations. The physical full power Frieza, probably the weakest link on the team. He gets a decent buff if he's in slot 1, but his defense is quite bad, and he does get the buff on attack, so if there's any attacks in slot 1 before you actually get to attack, he's going to be a bit of a liability there. But I thought we'd still bring him along. He is the only full power Frieza that has an EZA. But yeah, look at this. This is a good turn actually for the Friezas, being one turn apart here. So I think what we should do, so that the transformations aren't too spread out, we'll do this, because we want the otherwise the one that's already in third form is going to get way far ahead. But the friend is full level 10 links. Mine, as you can see, is kind of getting there. Some of them not as much, like Shocking Speed still at 7, but is what it is. So we'll go ahead and do this and then grab this. The good thing about them being the one form apart, though, is obviously the fact that they could link up super well on this turn. And of course AGL Golden Frieza with his full passive active basically doesn't take any damage. He does infinitely stack attack as well, so whilst he starts off quite weak compared to the TEQ one, in a longer form event, obviously he is going to build up over time. Wow, 4.4 million from the third form Frieza, that is pretty good there. Considering, again, remember, we're on double 130 lead teams, so that is pretty good. Does it matter who's in slot 1 here? So you've got those 3 links, and oh yeah, you get a bunch more extra links. Good. So we'll do it this way around then. Do this. And obviously, like I said already, the Int Final Form Frieza here, not only is he a great tank when you're fighting against a Goku family enemy, but he also serves as a support unit, so making everybody else a little bit better. Goku dodging Golden Frieza. I completely forgot he can dodge in this stage. That's crazy. Golden Frieza probably the hardest hitting out of these units, because full power Frieza, I mean, 2.3 million attacks down. I mean, it's not terrible, I guess, but less than 1 million damage. And then we get our other Frieza to transform into third form here. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and put you in the last spot. Key is a bit wonky here. So what we'll do is we'll drop these down. I don't really care too much about the Prime Battle Frieza not super attacking, because even though he does infinitely stack his attack, he's not a crazy damage dealer. We're against a tech unit at the moment anyway. Oh, and Goku's just going to dodge anyway, apparently. So even if we got the super attack, it wasn't going to connect. But that's why we put Golden Frieza in slot 1, because he gets super attacked and takes 7,000 damage just by having time disadvantage. So pretty good. And then Prime Battle Frieza in the last slot here obviously gets a bunch of extra ki. So 23 ki super from him. Can we get a crit here? Maybe finish him off? Oh, well, no crit needed. There you go. So finishing off the Goku. So the Frieza team is a little bit more restricted. Like I said, there's not a huge amount of the Friezas that have EZAs that are also really good. But, I mean, I think the team's still holding its own. Obviously, the Goku family stage, one of the earlier ones, not as difficult as some of the other ones that we have now. But this team's still holding out pretty well, considering we are only running a 130% leader skill. So, look at this. They just keep super attacking the Golden Friezas. I will take that all day long. So, we don't really have to take real damage, which is nice. And then, what is this Final Form Frieza going to be doing here? 4.27. That's pretty good. Yeah, nearly 2 million damage without a crit. And an additional normal as well, why not? Do a little bit of extra damage there. And then still taking double-digit damage. So, very, very strong. Both offensively and defensively, this transforming Frieza. And, of course, like I was saying, we're getting the heals as well. So, I think we're back to full HP. Pretty crazy. So, let's go ahead and put you in slot 1 here. Still got most of your links. We're about to get the Dokkan attack, so we probably take out Gohan here with the transforming Frieza in his final form. So we're going to get to see Golden Frieza on the next turn. Let's make sure we hit all of these. Let's go. There we go. Get all 7 of those bad boys. Get the full damage multiplier here. Only a 3.76 million attack stat for this one, but obviously the Dokkan attack going to do extra damage. So how much can we actually do here? Yeah, 3.5 million basically. Pretty good. And then he just takes double-digit damage. And then full power Frieza. Can he finish him off here? Ooh, not quite. 83. Oh, wow. That was a lot of damage. Full power Frieza. Not good defensively. That is... unfortunately, as one of the earlier EZA units, that is a problem that he suffers from. But, hey, it was the turn where we got the Dokkan attack, so we're looking good here. We miss out on a lot of links by not having you in slot 1, but I guess we could just do this. We just won't super attack with the first Golden Frieza. Why not, I guess? And we can let the freshly transformed Golden Frieza actually get the finish here, because he's going to have most of his links active now, including big bad bosses. So this is going to be a pretty solid turn here. Yeah, 5.3 million basically, and we get the guaranteed crit as well. So big damage, takes out Gohan, and we can move on to the next one. Get our next Golden Frieza transformation. Is it? Gotta be Goten next, won't it? Oh, and he's AGL. Oof. Bad times for Goten here. So, let's see. You have everything except big bad bosses and Thirst for Conquest. Or... yeah, missing out on Shocking Speed. Might as well keep the other Frieza floating, but I'm just going to double check exactly his passive here. Yeah, it's just the guaranteed crit, same as the Goku for the first turn. So he's going to be able to do a very decent amount of damage in the first slot here, because we've already got type advantage and we're getting a guaranteed crit as well. So yeah, double digits. Obviously Goten not going to be able to do really any damage here. 4.5. So solid attack stat. Guaranteed crit, yeah, over 5 million. And then the additional normal was pretty good there as well, because that also for the turn guaranteed crit. So even though it was only a normal attack, that actually did a pretty solid amount of damage. We almost one-turned this Goten. Unfortunately, the Int Final Form Frieza, not the hardest hitting unit in the world. I think if that was an additional super instead of a normal attack, though, we might actually have taken him out. But we'll let Transforming Frieza do it here, since it's kind of his show. The whole reason we're doing these videos was to show off the Transforming Goku and Frieza in slightly longer events, and he's good enough defensively that he still tanks that attack in first slot for double-digit damage, and then goodbye Goten. I mean, 3.6 million damage without having to crit is pretty nice. And then we got Pan, and then we'll have the Goku Jr. So let's see here. That should drop those down there, right? Close enough. And then, fortunately, Prime Battle Frieza in the last slot, because we're in the third slot and we're fighting a super type enemy, he gets 6 extra ki. So even on turns where he'll struggle with like the key links or whatever, he's not going to have any issue super attacking if we just keep him in the third slot. 5.4 million on the friend Golden Frieza. Ooh, crit for 4.6. Let's go. Prime Battle Frieza might actually be able to take her out here, because with the extra ki, we're getting the 18 ki super. Yeah, 3.5 million attack stat, and we have type advantage. So this could be GG for Pan. Oh yeah, especially when we crit and do almost 4 million damage. Let's go. So yeah, final stage, Goku Jr. Going to be pretty straightforward here. We'll go ahead and put you in slot 1 for the tanking. Obviously the Final Form Frieza is providing a little bit of support as well. So very good turn here. Unfortunately, we have got double TEQ units, so we do need to crit if we really want to deal reasonable amount of damage here. But yeah, because that's basically nothing. And then just shy of 5 mil. I mean, you can see the difference in the attack stats, because both the Friezas are rainbowed, but mine not being at full level 10 links. Because our health is full, I believe we don't have Big Bad Bosses active, which obviously makes a pretty significant difference, what with it being basically one of the best links in the game at level 10. So I'll go ahead and do this. Oh, look at this. Orbs dropping down perfectly, dropping the physical ones down as well. So at least in this final fight, even though his defense is not particularly good, at least the full power Frieza has type advantage. So he shouldn't take too much. And then look at that. The Goku Jr. seals his fate by super attacking Golden Frieza. So of course he takes no damage. Look at this. We get the crit. Oh, and another super as well. Let's go. This is popping off. He wants to finish things off here. Crit. Yes, let's go. Look at that. The TEQ Transforming Frieza absolutely going off at the end. That's what we like to see. So there you go. That was the full Frieza EZA team. Every single unit on the team and EZA Frieza. Let me know what you guys think down below. Which one of the teams did you prefer? The Frieza one or the Goku one from yesterday? Pretty straightforward run. Obviously, we do get a big buff against the Goku family by having this in Final Form Frieza. But yeah, very solid team. Pretty fun. Obviously, you're not going to be using the Transforming Frieza as a leader a lot of the time, because his leader skill is on the lower side now compared to category teams, but obviously on a category team puts out some pretty crazy numbers, and this was just a fun little team to run. So let me know which one of the two you guys liked the most, and yeah, let me know some of your teams that you've been using these guys on down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.